welcome to our Wednesday night, our last Wednesday of the month cigar event. And the guys who haven't been here before, I can see some new faces. New faces, which is good. How many people have never been to our event? Hands up.
8, 9, 10, yeah.
Oh, great. Excellent. So we've got some goodies lined up for you guys.
We actually changed our mind on the cigar like 2-3 times. I think we only decided last week.
Why do you think we picked the La Gloria Cubana? Anybody knows? Somebody is up. Somebody's up to it. Yeah, well done. It's La Gloria Cubana's 140th anniversary. You think you guys thinking we're going to smoke the 140th at £165 a pop? How many of you who smoked La Gloria before? Ah, excellent. And what do you think of it? It's a light cigar, isn't it? It's an easy, light. How many Vitolas made in the brand right now? People know?
3.
Hey, we have somebody who's up to the thing. Name the 3. So Ron just said the 3 ones they just make. It's the Medaldo No. 4, which is a very, very slim cigar. It's called the Slim Panatella. The Torquinos, which is they released, I think, a year and a half ago. This was the only Vitola that came into the UK market, and then followed the Medaldo No. 4. That's the only 3, sorry. And the La Gloria Glorioso, which is only made for the La Casa de Habano, which comes in a beautiful blue, I think it's blue and white box, with 20 cigars in it. And I'm sure a lot of you would have smoked that as well. So the reason that we're doing it, how many people you've seen this humidor? The new one that you've seen it? Pictures or real life? Real life. So they just released this in Havana. So we thought, because they're celebrating 140th anniversary, we thought we will share it with you guys as well.
Show it. Sharing means you.
Sorry, show it. Damn. So they've only made 700 of these. We will bring it around so people can see it and take pictures as well, okay? But the unique of this is we don't even know how to open it.
Oh, it lifts up. Like, lift it up.
There you go. Thank you. Oh, I can smell it. So this one is number 243 of 700. Now, if you notice, when it comes around, because this was only released in Cuba, thank you, Johan, they have a second band underneath here. And it says exclusive only Cuba. So it's released only in Cuba. So when they release the other boxes around the world, people like La Casa de Habano, they will not have the footband. Yeah, so they're going to be 2 releases, same cigar, but one with the black band and one without the black band. So we'll take this out. We'll show this around. Size is what?
54.
It's a Sublime Extra 54. And this is the only second time they've made this Vitola. Who can name when they made the first Vitola? Huh? They made it in the Cohiba Sublime Extra book. How many people have seen the Cohiba Sublime Extra book? Okay, I'll bring it out. We'll take this around. So that's the only second time they made this particular Vitola Sublime Extra, which is a lovely big cigar. So we do have a special cigar for everybody today, okay? We don't have the number 4. Slim Panatella, I think you guys will kill us.
Does anyone see me out walking around with the box?
Torquino, we know everybody's had it.
Any
and the La
ideas
Gloria.
on what we are smoking?
Any guess? No? Good. So it's a regional cigar. It's a very unique size. It's a Vitola that I don't think they're going to make anymore, because they bought the actual size of the Vitola out as a standard production. So when Cuba bring out a standard production, they tend to stop making that particular vitola because it's a standard production. If it was discontinued production, they'll make this vitola. So this is probably one of the last vitolas shape that they've made.
Are you just gonna have? No one's gonna guess it.
Yeah, we're gonna guess it. Okay, so it's a. Get the drums rolling. Swiss region. Everybody had it? It's called the
Orgullosos.
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 Very you.
That's hard.
Anybody had it? This is a 109 size. God, look at that. No hands went up. Hey? Oh, so happy that nobody smoked it. It's a unique. It's a size. I think we've only. Which is the other bit? We've done the Diplomaticos Bushido. Anybody had the Bushido? Quite a few people. Which is a 109 shape as well.
Yeah.
That's the only vitola we did with 109 shape, yeah? You guys waiting for me to open it, aren't you? Ah, it's a beautiful size. Yeah, very unique. So they only made 6,000 boxes, released in 2018. So the thing about Gloria, this is from 2018 to now. Gloria's as a new release, when people smoke it as a new release, they always say, you know what, it's okay. And the other unique thing about this cigar is, I'll tell you in a minute, whilst I'm talking about it, is if you have a look at the ring, they've changed the ring. Now, they changed the ring. If you have a look at the old La Glorias, there's a lady in there holding, in the old band, when you see her holding, it looks like a cigarette. It's a very small, looks like a cigarette, basically. So what they did in 2016, they brought the new band out when UK launched their La Gloria regional cigar. And they changed the band then, and they made the lady hold a longer cigar. So it looks like a cigar and not a cigarette. Yeah, so have a look at the band. So the band is very unique as well, okay? Yeah, so this thing about La Gloria is a very gentle cigar. But to taste all the flavors, please use your retrohale, okay? On your second puff, retrohale the cigar, and then you will understand what I mean. Throughout the cigar, if you retrohale 4 or 5 times, you will understand the flavors as well. So I think we've put matches on everybody's tables. We would like everybody to use a match because it slows your burning down rather than rushing it.
Because you're having a very aromatic cigars, okay? So we create something which is specific tailored for the cocktail. So the name of the cocktail is called Bonnie Blue. Very important, the name. It's a gin-based cocktail. We created a cordial with blue peas, it's like flower, lavender, okay, jasmine tea, and because we're posh, we put a little bit of champagne on top. So that's for the cocktail. And then for the mocktail, something very similar. It's a lavender blue, Tanqueray, no alcohol. It's a ginger shot that you make fresh here with the fresh ginger. And apple juice, we make some bitters, all made in-house. So when we make cocktails here, we try to make everything fresh, made in-house, instead of pre-batch any of the ingredients. So enjoy the cocktail, gentlemen, enjoy the cigars and the cognac.
initially decided we're doing this event tonight, we had the cognac booked in, L'Epoque. Johan in a minute will come and introduce the brand, talk about the cognac. But for me, what brand goes really well with cognac is Gloria. Because it's a very mellow brand in terms of flavour, strength. Cognac for me it's not too punchy, it's not too strong, it's an easy, elegant drink. So it worked out quite well, timing of
The cigar.
Gloria, 140th anniversary, L'Epoque Cognac.
Beautiful bottle.
Johan, sorry, I didn't see you there running out, so I was introducing you.
Sexy bottle. Whose idea was the bottle?
Nikita's idea. So it's a pleasure and honor to be here. Thank you, Reka and AJ, to have us tonight. It's a real pleasure. So it's a very unique cigar that we are going to experience and try together today. And then we are going to introduce with Nikita Cognac L'Epoque. So Cognac L'Epoque was launched last year. So we worked on creating a cognac, creating a new spirit. So it's a brand new spirit. And we want to kind of give an homage to all the craftsmanship and all this story of different age of art in this story. So this is, we are going to launch a few different cognac. The first one we launch is this one, the XO, and it's a Baroque style. So as you can see, the bottle is an homage to the art and the design Baroque style. And then in the blend we find some of the most unique areas in cognac, which are in the Grand Champagne area, and we blend a few different eau de vie to have this blend here tonight to pair fantastically with the cognac,
Yeah.
with the cigar. The idea behind L'Epoque was to kind of enhance all the craftsmanship, and then really to put together the work in the cellar that the cellar master did over the years. So the blend, when we work on the blend, we were thinking of the art and the age and the legacy that the cellar master put every single year. Every single year he put some of the oldest and the finest eau de vie on the side to blend them. And then this blend is for XO, so the youngest eau de vie for XO appellation in cognac is 10 years old. And then you can add or you can do the blend like that. So a lot of XOs, the youngest eau de vie is 10 years old. At L'Epoque, our youngest eau de vie is 20 years old. So the youngest eau de vie is 20 years old and the oldest eau de vie is 50 years old. So it took half a century basically to have the result on the glass of cognac that we are going to try together tonight. And we are going to test it a little bit on. So we are going to smoke for 10-15 minutes the cigar. So we are going to have all the area, the texture, the different layers of aromas of the cigars all together. And then we are going to try together with Cognac L'Epoque. And then we are going to kind of understand, and I'm going to come back to later on to discuss about all the aromas and then why we blended those eau de vie together to have all this complexity and kind of all layers of aroma. So the 50 years old, the 20 years old eau de vie within the cognac bring a lot of freshness, fruity aromas, like fresh apple, fresh pear juice. And then the oldest eau de vie bring a little bit more of licorice, sweet spices, and cedar wood that we are going to test. And then they will pair very, very well with the cigar that we are testing tonight.
So we're going to couple of puffs, yeah? And like John said, there is a
Sweetness to it, isn't there? It is floral as well. So if you retrohale, you feel the floralness through the nose. It's very elegant, huh? Yeah? It's very elegant. I mean, it's 2018. Yeah? But very smooth. Very smooth. Agreed? Huh? I like to have some disagreements as well, okay? Just don't say no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Just say, oh yeah, but I taste this, I taste this. It'd be great because a lot of people do not understand flavors, and it helps other people to bring those flavor notes out. That way you can turn around when John said, oh, this is a very sweet cigar. Yeah? And people got the sweetness to it. Yeah? And this is just trying it with the cocktail. When we try it with the cognac, that's something else. Because the richness of the liquid And for me, I find the longer you let the cognac sit, where the alcohol evaporates, and then you taste the actual flavors, I think it's delicious. I want you to look at me, because when I retrohale, I don't retrohale like a steam engine, okay? And follow me after I've done it. It makes a huge difference, okay? So I'm letting it out slowly, but I'm stopping. Slowly stopping. In this way, you will get all the flavors. If you bring it out like a steam engine, it's going to burn your nose. And you're going to go, your eyes are going to water up. Yeah, but the slower you bring it, take shallow puffs, small puffs. If you take small puffs, take it out your nose really slowly, you will taste all the flavors. So, the thing about retrohaling, it's about yoga. Okay, yoga is through your mouth, but don't put any muscles in your mouth. Keep your mouth relaxed. So it's through your mouth, at your nose. If you put like you are, you tense in your mouth, nothing will come out. Relax. Throughout the evening, relax your muscles, and the minute you do it, you'll know because your eyes will water up. Yeah, and then once you mastered it, you have to revisit every single cigar you smoked in the past and understand the cigars. Yeah? Believe me, it's a game changer. Nikita just asked me a question. AJ, what's your thought on dipping cigars? And I'm sure you mean by dipping it in cognac or any other liquid, apart from Coke or stuff like that. No. 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 The answer for me is no. You know.
Let's talk about the cognac. A few things about Cognac L'Epoque. Yeah, you're going to see on the label. So it's an XO. So I just explain a little bit what XO means. There is another things on the bottle that you can find. It's a Grand Champagne cognac. So champagne in a cognac bottle means basically is the cru. So it's the first growth, the premier cru of cognac. So the Grand Champagne and the Fin Champagne and the Petit Champagne. So the Grand Champagne is really at the heart of champagne, of cognac. Champagne comes from the old word in France, in French. It used to be called campana. Campana is choke. So choke soil. There's two areas where we make wine in France with the choke soil: cognac and the champagne area that we know for sparkling wine. The champagne area kept the name champagne to call the sparkling wine in France champagne. But in cognac, we kept we use the name just to define basically the best cru. So the Grand Champagne is the heart and the best part of cognac. So this is where we selected our cognac, where all the cognac from the blend of L'Epoque XO Baroque are coming from. So as I explained, so the youngest eau de vie is 20 years old, especially for L'Epoque Cognac Baroque, and the oldest is 50. So when you test the wine, so the way to, so I say wine, but basically cognac is made with wine, so it's wine, distilled wine. So if you like your wines, it does make sense to like cognac, because it's just at the end of the dinner, when you have a lot of wine all over the dinner, to finish the dinner with a glass of cognac, it just does make sense, because it's distilled white wine. So the grape from Cognac L'Epoque is Uni Blanc. So it's Uni Blanc has been like we make white wine distilled and aged in a barrel, which is the barrel comes from the Limousin oak barrel. The Limousin is a region right in the center of France, and this is very typical in cognac. So all the barrels come from this area, and the spirit, when we distill it, is white, it's clear, crystal clear, and the aging basically gives the color. So those barrels, the Limousin oak barrel, give the color to Cognac L'Epoque. So you can see a really beautiful mahogany color, who pair very well with the cigar. And then it's a fairly light color. And even when you take the bottle of Cognac L'Epoque, you can see that the bottle, it's very clear and not very deep color because we decided to keep it up. There is a law in cognac that you can add some coloring. So some VSOP are very dark sometimes. So there is a legal law that you can add some coloring. We decided to stay without any color. Just everything we have is true to the aging. So this is why the color is very elegant, very beautiful light mahogany color. And then the way I like to test cognac is basically to start with smelling it, so the color is beautiful, then we start smelling it. Don't smell it too close to your nose because it's 40% of alcohol, so you are going to get all the ethanol straight if you go like testing like a wine. So just slowly and gently approach it to your nose and then get used to like even like 10 centimeters from your nose. You are going to have all these kind of delicate aromas of yellow fruits, of apple, of peach, of like very aromas of like more fruity and floral aromas coming through. And those are basically the aromas of the youngest eau de vie. The eau de vie which are between 20 and 25, 30 years old. So those are the youngest and the most fragrant ones. So the youngest eau de vie have more alcohol, and this is the one who smells the strongest. So the first one you're going to have are the youngest one. And then when you come closer to the nose, you are going to get more kind of spicy, sweet spices aromas. And then those are basically the aromas which are around like 40 to 50 years old. And then you have these aromas of kind of sweet spices. You can, if you have some aromas coming through, I have a little bit of ginger as well. The sweet spicy, a bit of ginger, a bit of kind of exotic fruits as well. Touch of mango, you have it? You have them?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the exotic fruits are a little bit special in cognac. They're very rare. It's very rare to find us aromatic in a cognac, in an exo cognac. They are basically exclusively all those aromas of exotic fruits comes from the Grand Champagne, from the finest eau de vie. And this, when you test those kind of aromas, you kind of know that you expect something like which is kind of a high end, a high level, and kind of really, really delicate
I noticed if you swig it, do this.
Exactly. And then
really opens it up.
Exactly. So the first time you just test the first kind of aromas, and then when you start going like twisting a little bit, throwing your cognac in your glass, you are going to get all those aromas are going to kind of get a little bit more exuberant, and all those aromas are duplicated by ×2 or ×3 on the aromas. And then the first sip of the cognac, I invite you to take your glass and then to have one drop of cognac. Don't have just the first drop because we had a cocktail earlier, so we had a bit of alcohol, but then this is 40%. So if you have like a big sip of cognac, you are going to feel the alcohol a bit too much. So just one drop to kind of get it's exactly like a cigar, to get all the aromas around your palate, just one drop at a time at the beginning to get used and used to Cognac L'Epoque. And all those aromas that you felt on the nose are going to be here as well on the mouth. So, santé.
Santé. Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Cheers.
And then with Nikita, what we are looking for is a very elegant cognac. So looking for something very smooth, very elegant, very delicate. Of course, it's 40% of alcohol, so you got the spiciness as well to it. But then we have like a few different layers of aromas. The first one you are going to get are kind of a really round, rich, and very delicate aromas. And then at the end, you are going to get the spices are coming back. And the length, so after the first sip of cognac, I invite you to have a second sip now of cognac. And then this is where all the aromas are going to go through. And then this is exactly like the cigar, basically a second part of it will be where you get all the most kind of rich aromas to it. So when you get the second aromas, this is where basically Cognac L'Epoque starts to sing in your mouth. And you got a lot of different kind of textures. So this kind of, I got a lot of, the ginger is going quite strong at the moment. What do you think? You're an expert as well, a cognac expert.
You're right. The second swig, it really opens up more, because I suppose your palate it's coated with your first drink,
Exactly.
and then the second one you get the flavors, 100%.
What are your
And
thoughts?
you get more honey.
Yeah, so the honey is interesting because we it's dry. So at the end, it's not sweet. We're not looking for something really sweet. So there's other brands where
Like
I can
molasses, right?
Exactly. It's like, so you have the rum, really amazing. I love rum, but you get this nice sweetness that I love when I go for rum. But for cognac, we are looking for something with a nice, beautiful kind of really nice minerality, nice freshness that kind of doesn't kind of coat your palate with sweetness. So you can still keep pairing and drinking and smoking cigar together, and they can go to quite well together.
It's not very often, you guys. Put your hands up. How many people smell an empty box? I do as well. Okay, I do. Understand the floralness that it leaves behind in the box. Yeah. So this is what your nose will give you if you retrohale, the floralness. So the longer you keep it in the box, and I normally find if you have a box of 10 or box of 25, and you slowly smoking through the box, if you've got like 5 sticks left, box is no good. And what happens to cigars is they start losing flavor. So don't decanter it, just smoke your cigars. Because you'll smoke a cigar, if you've got 5 left or 3 left, and you go back after, say, 2-3 years, and you smoke it, and you'll say, you know, that cigar is not the same like I remember. Because it needs the family together to create the flavor of the cigar. And I find that same with, I have another goodie bag, I got another goodie. Who's seen this? Cabo 50, La Gloria Cubana 2021. We're the boys. The reason I bought this box, Marshall, is because it's made for Peru. You haven't seen it, have you?
One cigar for me?
No.
Which year?
I'll tell you what.
Yes.
You can have one. You can have one, okay? You can have one and you smoke it today, okay?
If you don't ask, you never get.
Pronounce this.
Alamerado.
Alamerado.
Alamerado, yeah.
This was only released, and I always say, why Peru? Yeah, cabs of 50s. I mean, that's a big cabinet for Peru market.
We smoke a lot.
So we had 3 cigars in our head to have for tonight, okay? The first one, which we talked about, was the La Gloria Cubana Inmensos, which was a La Casa de Habano finished in 2014. That was one on our list that we were going to have. The cigar that you guys are smoking now, the Swiss Edition 109, or this one. And the reason I didn't open this one, because it's the only cabinet I have. So I thought, we'll bring it in to show it, but as promised, okay? Marshall, you can take one? Because people would think, yeah, AJ's just saying that. Yeah, he's not going to give you one later on.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. You're going to smoke it tonight, okay? His brother's not here tonight, okay? And what we normally say is that if you're not here, you snooze, you lose. So unfortunately, he will tell him, look what I got from AJ. And he'll be very upset. He'll be very upset. Yeah.
It's 2021, right?
2021. Only made 6,000 boxes. So this was the other box that we were going to show you as well. The humidor we showed you earlier, the La Gloria 140th anniversary, the size of the cigar is which size in that humidor? You guys not listening, were you? What was the Vitola's, what's the name of the cigar? What size is it in the humidor? And they've only ever made it twice. You guys didn't listen. Ah, thank you. Who said that? Thank you. Sublime Extra. Remember that name? Yeah? And I said to you, they've only made it, the first time they made it was in here. The Cohiba Sublime Extra. So this is the book edition that Habanos make. And this is from, which year? He's too busy on his phone.
2006.
8. Close. So who knows the book collection? It's good, is it? Good. Nobody knows. Excellent. So the book edition, what Habanos did, they made a program called the book collection, Collection. Started in 2001 up to 2010. And then in 2011, they bring out a Obras Completos. So all the books they made from 2001 to 2010, in the Obras Completos, it's with 30 cigars. So they remake all the cigars again, but 3 of each. And in this particular book, you get 3 of every single one that they made in the past. Okay, not the same tobacco, understand this. The tobacco would have changed over time. So in 2008, they made this, the Cohiba Sublime Extra book, and they only made 1,000 books worldwide, okay? So the reason I'm showing you this is because they've only made Sublime Extra twice in the whole of the Habanos portfolio. Oh, the smell on this.
Lovely.
Look at this. Beautiful, huh? Hey? So we would like to know the history on the bottle. Why was the bottle created? How was the bottle created?
Nikita is going to introduce. Oh, you have the mic coming up.
So, cognac, the way you make it, it's essentially like art. And we wanted that to be reflected in terms of the taste of the liquid, in terms of the presentation of the bottle, the box. The way the bottle looks is, of course, the first impression. Before you get to try the liquid, you get to see the bottle. And we wanted the bottle to be very enticing, very captivating, and we wanted to reflect the craftsmanship that goes into making the liquid itself. Not many people drink cognac compared to other spirit classes, and I would say it's a very underrated liquid. I myself, until a couple of years ago, wasn't a big cognac drinker until I went to cognac and I met all the local producers. I went to a few cognac houses and I really fell in love with liquid. And I wanted to create a brand that showcases that quality of the liquid, that showcases that craftsmanship and tells the story through a very unique bottle design and concept. And cognac is a liquid that tastes better with age. So the story of cognac is a story of age, is a story of different epochs in history. So we wanted to start with our first release, the XO, to be designed in the style of the Baroque period. And this is how we created the bottle. We wanted it to be different, unique, original. We wanted to kind of create these intricate Baroque elements of the bottle, with the cap as well. I don't know if you had a chance to feel the bottle cap. It's very heavy. Yeah, you can pass it around. And we wanted the box to be quite captivating as well. You can see the rays in the box. They are actually inspired by a very famous sculpture by Bernini. So everything kind of has Baroque elements. And we wanted the bottle to look as good as the quality of the cognac. So if any of you have an empty glass, I would love to come around, pour you another glass. Let me know who would like to go for a second round. It'll be my pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
gents, just to wrap up our video, but you're more than welcome to stay. I'd like to thank everybody here for coming and supporting our evening. Appreciate that. And I'd like to thank Nikita for beautiful cognac, and thank you for coming. And Johan, thank you very much for the presentation and explaining the beautiful cognac. And thank you very much. Everybody enjoyed it? Yes? And obviously, I'd like to thank our team as well for the cocktails, the mocktails. And Michael was the one who created the mocktail and cocktail.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.